Hi there, welcome to this next tutorial on the assessment task. In this tutorial we're going to take a look at pivot tables and pivot charts, which are a really fast and, once you get used to them, simple way of looking at large data sets and getting some useful data from them. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new sheet. So click the plus button. Got a new sheet now, sheet 5. I'll rename it pivot 1. So what I want to do with this is I want to insert a pivot table. So it will ask me what my table or range is. I need to put both of these things in. So the table is going to be koala base 2017, and I put the exclamation mark, remember, to indicate that it is a different sheet than the one that I'm working on. And then I need to put in the cell range. So I know that the cell range in that koala base is from A1 to AK39907, and I say OK to that. I want it to work on the existing sheet, which is the one I'm working on now, and you can see that the pivot table has been created in a sense, and all the fields have been brought across. All I need to do now is to determine what data I want to see, and the data that I want to see is two things. I want to see the koala suburb. You can see that it brings all of those in. I also want to see the rate of conjunctivitis in each of those suburbs. So at the moment, those are the two fields that I have chosen. Now I want the filter to just deal with conjunctivitis, and I want it to not show all conjunctivitis, because it would show, if we take a look, it will show all the ones that are false as well as all the ones that are true. And if I look at that, go down to the bottom of the rows, at the moment it's not giving me any data because I haven't told it to. So I want conjunctivitis to also appear in the values. So you can see it gives a grand total of 39,000 because it's counting all the falses as well. So if I go back up to the top, and instead of saying all, I just want the true cases, so where conjunctivitis has got true next to it. Then if I click OK and go to the bottom, you can see that there's 5,611 cases of conjunctivitis that have been found. A whole bunch of suburbs and the count of conjunctivitis. Now at this stage, this data is a little bit hard to read, but we can go ahead and create a pivot chart from that. I'm going to click on pivot chart, and the clustered column one looks fine. So I've just gone with the default there, and here I have my pivot chart. You can see that only a certain number of suburbs appear. Okay, I can drag it out, and as you can see, more suburbs appear. It's not the best way to show the data. It is, I guess, if I want to see every single suburb. What I can do is I can go into koala suburb, and I can use the values filter to just show those suburbs where the count of conjunctivitis is greater than 100. Now we have a table which is a little bit more useful for us to look at, because it's not showing every single suburb, but just the ones where there's more than 100 koalas reporting with conjunctivitis. So you can see how quickly I can go ahead and filter this information. I can use a value filter to reduce the number of suburbs that I see to ones that have more meaningful data, or data which is larger. Or I can click off some of the suburbs that I don't want to see. Okay, in the next tutorial we'll do a little bit more with pivot tables. I hope you can see that they are a quick way of comparing different sets of values very quickly. Okay, talk to you next time.